Lijiang is one of the most desirable tourist destinations in the world. In the years when man and nature lived in harmony, Naxi ancestors living in Lijiang created the splendid Dongba culture. As one of the unique ethnic minorities in Yunnan, thousands of years ago, the ancestors of Naxi people had their own language and writing system, the Dongba script. Today, for Naxi people, the Dongba script is still the carrier of their ethnic culture. The Dongba script, a system of pictographic glyphs, is the last pictographic writing system actively maintained on Earth. It is sometimes called the living fossil of the origin and development of writing systems of humanity and marks a true portrayal of ancient civilization. There are two appellations for the Dongba script of Naxi nationality in its language. The first one is Sanjiu Lujiu, meaning traces on wood and stone, which indicates the symbols were originally written on wood and stone. The second appellation is Dongba Te'en, meaning characters used by Dongba priests. For a long time in history, Dongba symbols of Naxi nationality were mainly reserved for Dongba religious scriptures written by priests. After the invention of Dongba papermaking, Naxi Dongba priests use pens of wormwood, bamboo, and copper to write glyphs on Dongba paper to record Naxi ancient myths, religious classics, covenants, bookkeeping records, and folk songs. This ancient form of writing is called Dongba writing art. In August 2003, ancient Naxi Dongba literature manuscripts were added to the UNESCO World Memory Register, marking a huge treasure for human civilization. In 2017, Yunnan Provincial People's Government announced that Naxi Dongba writing art would be one of the fourth batch provincial intangible cultural heritage items. However, with the passage of time comes the gradual fading of Dongba culture, and the living fossil is facing the crisis of vanishing. Fortunately, there is a group of people who has worked tirelessly with perseverance, and from generation to generation has opted to be guardians and inheritors of the living fossil with the wishes to revive Dongba culture, a precious cultural heritage in modern times. In Yushui Village Scenic Area, He Xiudong, a young and tall intangible cultural heritage inheritor, points to a Dongba scripture he has just written on the desk and repeatedly chants in the Naxi language in a low voice. A well-known Dongba priest who can perform sacrificial ceremonies independently at the age of 19. He is one of the few all-rounders in Lijiang who can write, paint, and perform sacrificial ceremonies. At Baisha Naxi Embroidery Institute, residents and tourists are listening to He Zhengwen, a famous Dongba priest in Lijiang, explaining Dongba culture, learning to write Dongba symbols, following his instructions, and being exposed to the origin and charms of Dongba symbols.
大家好，这是我们纳西族的东巴线曲文字我们的丽江的世界记忆遗产。现在呢，我用东巴线曲文字书写了4个字。那这4个字呢，我们纳西话叫“女托我绕”，它的意思呢，翻译过来呢是吉祥如意的意思。
In the Experience Center of Naxi Pictographs and Paintings, the curator, He Renyuan, is showing 2 primary school students how to write Naxi pictographs, draw Dongba paintings, and make Dongba paper, explaining the meaning and significance of traditional Naxi pictographs and paintings. Sand table writing platforms are also available for visitors to experience Dongba writing art, following word lists provided. With the establishment of showcasing points of cultural heritage inheritance of Naxi Dongba writing art, including Yushui Village, Baisha Naxi Embroidery Institute, and the Experience Center of Naxi Pictographs and Paintings, Lijiang Dongba Writing Protection Project officially kicked off. The 3 showcasing points of inheritance are expected to attract more people to jointly inherit and promote the excellent ethnic traditional culture. They also aim to create an environment of caring for and learning about folk art, so that the intangible cultural heritage will not cease to be passed down.